afternoon. My name is Heather Mullins, and I'm the Chief Academic Officer in Newton Conover City Schools. This website, the Credit by Demonstrated Mastery website, is to guide you as a parent or a student or an educator through a new state board policy whereby students can have an opportunity to gain course credit for a high school course by demonstrating mastery without the seat time. So to access this site, you can go to our Newton Conover wiki space, which is nccscompass.wikispaces.com, and then navigate down the left-hand side to this navigation area and click Credit by Demonstrated Mastery, and that will take you to the page where I am now. So basically, whether you're a parent, a student, or a teacher, this site will help you understand the state board policy and will also help you navigate whether you, as a student, or your child, or students in your classroom are eligible or will be likely to receive credit by demonstrated mastery. So on the home page, what we have is just a definition of what credit by demonstrated mastery is and the three-part process. So if a student wants to try to achieve credit for a course in which he or she has not done the seat time but feels they have mastered content, they complete an application. They take an assessment that will be a state assessment or teacher-made assessment depending on the class. And then they will have to do a portfolio type product or project or performance-based task to complete an amount of time to the teacher. So, if you want to learn more about Credit by Demonstrated Mastery, there are several tabs here below. Eligibility, which courses are eligible and which students are eligible. We'll click that to give you an overview here of what's on the site. This page actually tells you what courses are not available, and those would be a lot of clinical setting courses, advanced studies courses in CTE, AP courses, ELL courses, and those courses that are required helpful living courses. One thing that's important to note is that credit by demonstrated mastery is only available for standard level courses, since credit by demonstrated mastery only provides credits for classes. Students will receive a pass on their transcript. They will not receive quality points, which contribute to GPA. If you are interested or your child is interested, we do have a proposed timeline. Students will be eligible to test for demonstrated mastery 3 times each year: during the summer for fall semester, during the fall for spring semester, and during the spring, which would also lend itself to fall semester. So these dates are tentative for right now, but they will most likely, if they do change, it will only be by a day or so, and we will have a solidified timeline by next week, and that would be by the 3rd week of May 2014. So proposed timeline. Required scores. So if a student does in fact decide to go and complete the application for credit by demonstrated mastery, the first step is the student would take an EOC test if there's an EOC offered in that course, a CTE post-assessment if it is a CTE course, and if it's not an EOC course or a CTE course, students would take a teacher-made exam. The requirements for passing phase 1 of credit by demonstrated mastery are located on this page. If students do pass phase 1, they would then go to a phase 2 portfolio process where students would have an amount of time to complete a more rigorous portfolio or artifact assessment that would be graded by a panel. The state of North Carolina has come up with a lot of frequently asked questions. Many questions have been asked about credit by demonstrated mastery. This page is very, very helpful in really going through some of the most common questions about credit by demonstrated mastery. If you do have a question, this is probably the quickest place to find most of the answers to your questions. So you can scroll through here. As you can see, the questions are very succinct and the answers are not very lengthy either. So it's a great way to do a keyword search or to look for specific answers to your questions. And there's a good deal of questions answered there. If you decide this is definitely a path you would like to pursue, we have a process page and forms page. So here you'll see there are two forms. There's a student application form and a student record of credit by demonstrated mastery form, and several important documents that would help parents, students, and teachers understand the process and everything that one would need to know about credit by demonstrated mastery. Finally, there's a question space. So if you do have a question that has not yet been answered, all you have to do is click in here and write your name if you're a parent, and your student's name if you are a parent. If you are a student, you can just put your name in both places, which school your child attends, and any questions that you have, and phone number or email. You may notice that there is a bullet for Newton Conover Middle School. So for middle school students, they are eligible for credit by demonstrated mastery for any high school course that is taught at the middle school. So for our middle school students, they could apply for credit by demonstrated mastery in Math 1 or in Spanish 1. And you can submit that form. You can always go back to the home. So again, my name is Heather Mullins. If you have any questions, I will also put my email address on the bottom of this page when I post the video, and you can feel free to contact me at any time with questions that you have, and we look forward to hearing from you.